If you want to stay up to date with all current hip hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to become part of this community. Today I wanted to talk about Logic, more so about his upcoming album Bobby Tarantino III, because he's been releasing a lot of singles over the past couple of weeks. If you've been following me on YouTube or just on Twitter or Instagram, which by the way you definitely should, link is in the description, then you know that I've expressed my wonderment about this already, because to me, this was never something that Logic would have done. He's not someone that just goes out and floods the market and floods the industry with just, material from him. He always is someone that saves it up for big projects, which are then his discography. And I already said that, Logic is out here doing the Russ strategy, so releasing a new song every Friday, every week until he blows up or until, he gets somewhere, which Logic doesn't really need to do because he's already a well-established artist, but still, it was still kind of weird to see that. He also released that whole YS collection a couple of weeks back, which was very great for the fans, but of course he's released a couple of singles, starting with that intro single, which I made some videos about because that was a big thing that announced his comeback after retiring last July after his last album, No Pressure, but he's now back. Then we got that Vaccine single, which is doing pretty okay. He also dropped a video for it the other day. This is supposed to be like a club banger hype single for Bobby Tarantino III, but then we also got Get Up, which was not a hype single. This was more of a, slower but still motivational song. I really like that. That's probably my favorite of the new tracks that have dropped so far, because it's just, supermarket style, him singing, him just singing but still rapping in a verse and all that. I love that combination. Also, the instrumental on here is great with those synths, so Get Up is definitely my favorite of his last singles that he dropped. Then we had My Way, which I wasn't too crazy about. I still don't understand how he could drop that and have his voice peak like that in the hook. That doesn't really go into my mind how someone would, let that pass. But still, it was more of that was like a little bit of an indie rock song to me. It's not like a rap song, so I don't think this will be on Bobby Tarantino III, or if it will be, then I have some thoughts on this that I'll express later on. And then we also had that Call Me single that dropped yesterday on Friday, July 23rd, because this is the latest one that he released, and this is also not like a Bobby Tarantino type single. This is also him singing, him still rapping in those verses, but this is not like a classic Logic hip-hop instrumental. This is something that he would have put on Supermarket or on like a rock album. We all know that he loves different genres and wants to make music in different genres, so I would think that this is something that he would have done on those projects. But the singles he's releasing right now are all, leading up to Bobby Tarantino III. And also another clear sign that, for example, that My Way track is going to be on Bobby Tarantino III is that on the cover art for the single, we can see all kinds of references to this. We can see a Bobby Tarantino glove hand holding the number 3 up. We can see the Bobby Boy face, or, the little cartoon character speak out the number 3. We can see the number 3 pop up, a lot of times everywhere else. So this is kind of weird to see that this is going to be on the record, because for fans, the Bobby Tarantino tapes have always been like the turn-up tapes. Of course, there are some more introspective parts on there. I'm talking like 44 bars and all that. But still, these were like the trap songs, like going hard. But My Way doesn't really fit that. So my fear right now is that all of these tracks that are dropping right now as singles are actually going to be on the final product, which would kind of make it a weird mixture of like introspective rapping from the intro track to club bangers with that Vaccine track, to then also like rapping, singing tracks with Call Me and Get Up, and then also this like indie rock track with My Way. So all of that doesn't really fit together, and I'm just worried that this is gonna be like a weird mixture. Of course, the intro track and maybe the Call Me and Get Up track will not be on there, but are rather reserved for another project that he is coming out in the future. But it still seems weird that he's doing this strategy right now of just flooding us with music that's not even necessarily hip-hop. So I'm just kind of confused how he wants to roll out this new Bobby Tarantino III tape, which is supposed to be like, rapping on trap beats, going hard. if it's not, then he shouldn't have called this Bobby Tarantino 3, in my opinion. How he wants to roll this tape out by giving us these types of tracks, it just doesn't make sense in my head that he would do this, and I'm kind of worried for Bobby Tarantino 3 that it will end in some weird mixture of a lot of things that Logic would like to do, but is then just throwing on this tape because he thinks that people will listen to this just because it has the title Bobby Tarantino 3. But yeah, it is what it is. We gotta wait for the actual album to come out. By the way, that's looking right now, I don't think that he'll keep on dropping every Friday for like a long time now. I think it'll be like 1 or 2 more singles, and then we'll get the final project, Bobby Tarantino 3. It's going to be kind of funny to see how this whole thing will turn out. Maybe the week before it drops, he'll give us like the actual like big lead single, even though I think Vaccine is supposed to hold that place. He also dropped a video for it, as I said, so he really wants to push this song. But maybe there will be like another track with someone like Big Sean on there, and both of them just going hard, and we will all be relieved that Logic is actually, doing some trap or some hard boom bap again, or how we called it on Bobby Tarantino 2, which I love that term. I think that perfectly describes what these Bobby Tarantino tapes are about, the boom trap, he said on the boom trap protocol. So this mixture of boom bap and trap, I think Logic has been able to do very well on the first 2 Bobby Tarantino tapes, and I just hope that this new one is, just the same way. But so far it's kind of looking weird by the way that he's releasing these singles. Aside from the content of those or what type of musical genre or style they are, it's still weird to me that an artist like Logic is doing like the Russ strategy. That's just what people, call it nowadays, of dropping every week. That just doesn't seem like him. It's not something that he's ever done in the past. So it's all very suspicious. We don't really know what's going on over there right now. Maybe it's all for something greater. We'll get like 3 new albums or something now that he's back. But a lot of you guys think that intro track is for another album. But we just have to wait and see where this whole thing is going. I'm very confused by the way that he's rolling this thing out and by what type of music we're getting so far. But as I said, the only way we can find out is if we wait to get the final thing, which is probably dropping in August. That's my guess right now. That's what I think about this. Yeah, that's my thoughts on this. Now, I want to know what you think about this. Are you excited for Bobby Tarantino 3? What do you think about him dropping every week now? And what do you think about the genres he's been blending and the songs that he's been releasing, rapping, singing, doing whatever? What do you think about that? Do you like that? Do you dislike that? Do you think it's weird that they're going to be on a Bobby Tarantino tape? Yeah, just let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media and blog down in the description. It really helps me out. Until the next one, y'all have an incredible day, and y'all take care.